Hi guys, it's a girl in Matams, also known as Gelawapa Z, girl from Zambia. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that each time I upload videos, you'll be notified that I am on YouTube. I know I haven't been on YouTube for a long time and I'm getting back on my feet because I've been busy running things here and there, and at least most things are settled now. You know, family life is very, very important and a break is important. But for those of you who follow me on Facebook, you notice that I've always been active on Facebook. So also follow me on Facebook because I'll be sharing more content as well on Facebook if you're not on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. This afternoon, I would like to discuss something important in this video, and this regards to some armed robbers that were arrested in Zambia. And one of them is this gentleman here. This is a group of the picture of the people that were arrested. Now, something intriguing about this group is certain things that they've been doing on social media. You know, when you are a person who likes to post things on social media, I myself have always shared success and, you know, what God. So I myself have been on social media to celebrate what God has done, but not everybody is happy for your success. So you must be careful with what you share out there. And I've chosen a path of living in Christ and as well spreading awareness of how social media can cause a lot of jealousy and bitterness. In this case, we're talking about this guy, Mr. Maseko, who has been displaying luxurious lifestyle on social media, and yet his lifestyle together with his friends, there's a hidden secret to that lifestyle. Guess what? They have been robbing people in Zambia. We're talking about aggravated armed robbery, you know, using weapons and stealing money from people. Then they married these women who also want to be part of this luxurious lifestyle, and yet what they're doing in the night is actually evil. One of the guys was even found with waste bins of witchcraft. So I don't know if maybe this witchcraft did not work and suddenly they've been arrested. I'm sure they've been doing this for a long time. And apparently there's even a police officer, former police officer, who's been working with them, giving them information, maybe even the ins and outs, and knowing who is who. And because of the lifestyle which they were leading of displaying on social media how successful they are, how they're living life, people found out that they are armed robbers, and social media went crazy to say, you know, be careful what you admire on social media. And this is what the social media scene has caused, where everybody wants to flaunt their success. You know, they show the good picture of life. Before I set up here to sit down and do a video, I have to show a very nice background. I can't just be in any background. And then you, my viewers, as you're watching, you are intrigued to watch the video. That's what these people do as well. They show the good part of life, but they don't show you how they get the money. This is a lesson to you young women out there that are always after people who are successful with money. I always say this: the best things in life are achieved by starting together. When you start together with your husband, your fiancé, your boyfriend, before you get married, and you stay together and God blesses you, believe you me, that is the best in life than you just wanting a man that is already made. And the competition of the young ones wanting to have these luxurious things of traveling to Dubai, which is seen as an achievement if you come from Zambia especially. Most people want to flaunt about themselves on holiday in Dubai, and some want to flaunt the nice clothes, Gucci, whatever that they want to flaunt on social media, iPhones, and yet deep within themselves they know that that's not the real lifestyle that they lead. It's a borrowed life. Do not be pressured. Never feel pressured because you've seen somebody showing that they're building their house in 6 months and you want to be pressured. Please, you don't know their source of income. Do not be pressured when you see people flaunting cars all over. Do not be pressured. Recently in Zambia, we had seen what happened to one of the celebrities who was flaunting a car on social media, and suddenly the ACC got involved and took that car from him because it was A, not registered in his name, B, they decided to take it from him because I'm not sure whether it was paid for. I don't even know the story. But what am I trying to say? Social media has bred a lot of demonic forces out there that are monitoring your life and my life. And before, we used to hide. You know, even when a baby is born, we used to hide the babies for 6 months at least before anybody can see the baby. And the baby would be seen maybe at home or at church, not the way it is now. The baby is being born the same day, the picture is already on Facebook. The mother is pregnant, they're already flaunting their pregnancy on social media. They get married, they're enjoying their honeymoon. Honeymoons used to be private. Now honeymoons are all over social media. Why? Because the way the internet space has become is we want to portray that life is all good. Nobody wants to show the real side of life. And I watched a video on TikTok of a young lady who was sharing her struggles. She's going through depression. She's a British girl, and she was just sharing how her room is a mess. You know, things are all over the floor in her house, and sometimes she wakes up in that type of environment where she just doesn't want to do anything. But guess what? She's a TikToker. She shares content. She's smiling on TikTok. 1, 2, 3 set as the camera goes on. She's showing the nice smiles to people, and people think, wow, everything is good. The day she posted that video of what she goes through, everybody was able to relate to her situation. Most of you may be going through certain situations, but you hide them because you feel social media is not the place to express yourselves. For me, I would rather somebody is real than somebody pretending to be what they are not. Look at this situation of these guys. They went to rob somebody. They've been robbing people. They've been taking cars at gunpoint. Now C5 have arrested them. Is that the life you want to live? A short-lived life of how many years? Those guys are probably below 35. And now they'll be in prison for maybe even 30 years. For what? Or for 5 years of flexing on social media? Be careful what you admire. So I just wanted to talk about this topic and just encourage you out there. Never ever even beat yourself to say, I have not achieved this. You understand me? Everyone has their season and their time. And that is why it is always good for you to pray to this God. A God who never fails. A God who will change your story as long as you depend on Him. A God that I rely on. A God that has brought restoration in my life. A God who has never failed. A God that has always been there for me in all situations. Man will fail you. People will mock you when you're not achieving things. People will say, look at you, you don't even have a car as we have cars. It doesn't matter. People will say you don't have a plot. It doesn't matter. When the time comes and God opens these doors, guess what? You'll be able to achieve all these things even in 6 months. Do you know how God works? The way God works is He opens doors which make you even forget about the pain of the past, about the years you've lost. And all of a sudden, you achieve these things. And those friends of yours who are achieving things through crooked ways, guess what? They will be in trouble like what is happening to these guys. They've been arrested. And you who is doing the rightful thing, you think, oh, I'm wasting my time. I should have been among those guys. I should be among this clique of people. Now look at the clique of people. 5 guys, young men, very handsome. Always flaunting their wealth on social media. One of them, I believe, is even married to a celebrity. And because he has money, all the women want to follow these guys. And now look at their ending. It's absolutely bad. Is that the life you want to choose? Just because you want to shine to people. Just because you want to flaunt to people. Life is turn by turn. And I know that this God can never fail. I made a decision in my life when I saw how wicked people are. I've shared the testimony on my platform when I went to Nigeria and I was also in Uganda. People are wicked to the point whereby they want to finish you. So the best thing in life is to guard your success. Guard yourself. Guard everything that you're doing. Let people just see you like there's nothing that is happening in your life. It doesn't matter. We don't need to flaunt what God is doing in our lives to people. After all, that's where wizards are even found on Facebook and all these social media platforms. After all, anybody can download your picture. After all, anybody can screenshot your pictures. After all, anybody can take your pictures to evil shrines. Is that what you want? The best thing is for you to just keep silent and keep winning and keep trusting in God. You can imagine how wicked the world has become. When somebody sees you're doing well, they are taking details to find out what you're doing. You understand? And when they now realize that this is how God is blessing you, they try by all means to destroy and spoil that source of your income or whatever you are doing. Guard anything that feeds you. Guard anything that brings income. Now these guys, if they were not flaunting, nobody would have even bothered about them to say, who are they? People would have just said, oh, but because they were flaunting, everyone is saying, wow, so this is how you people were pretending to be successful, but you're making money this way. Believe you me, when you're patient, God will bless you. When you're patient, God will change your story. The Bible tells us that He is a God who listens, who answers to our prayer. So why should you be impatient? When your season comes, even when things they seem to be so tough, keep on praying, keep on believing in God. Guess what? He will just open doors for you unknowingly. And one thing I love about this God is that He wants you and me to depend on Him. When you rely on this God, He wants to show Himself. He wants to show Himself strong in your life, so that when people see where God has taken you to, from where you're coming from, people will say, indeed, God is real. May you be a testimony to your generation. May you be the breadwinner in your generation. May things change in your family whereby people will look back and say, we wished we looked at how this person was struggling and we prayed with him when God was still molding him. Now that they are successful, we're even scared to go there. May your name be the talk of the town. May your weddings be the talk of the town. May your testimony be the talk of the town. May your children be the talk of the town. May you be blessed. Protect your children from evil. The world is wicked. So from this, we're going to learn one lesson. Number one, never flaunt things on social media. Number two, we are learning that be patient. Number three, depend on God. Number four, rely on God. Number five, always pray and guard your household. When you do these things, your life will be more peaceful. You know, one good thing about living a quiet life is that many people will just look at you like, you're just an ordinary person. But deep within yourself, and even those who are close to you, know that God has blessed you beyond. It's Lily Matams, Gelo Pazed. Stay tuned for more videos on this YouTube channel. I love you guys. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.